understand how diseases spread. So there are 5 common ways under which we say that the diseases can spread. Those are either through air, either through body fluid, through contact, through vectors, or infected food or water. So those are 5 different ways under which we say that there can be a disease that can spread from one person or one organism to another organism. Now we would understand in a while which diseases are caused by air, contamination of air, which diseases are caused by contamination of food and water, and this is again a very basic concept that you must know. Now when it comes to airborne diseases, most of the diseases that spread through air are through the droplet infection. So that could be a bacteria, that could be a virus. Any kind of droplet infection that comes out is a airborne disease. Now COVID-19 is a classic example of this. Other common examples are seasonal flu that we hear about. SARS was again an example of it. Common cold, then pneumonia, tuberculosis, and measles. So influenza is the is the kind of viral disease. So we have all these as the diseases that are spread through droplet infection. As we mentioned, these could be either bacterial in nature or viral in nature. For example, influenza, then you have COVID-19, SARS were viral, are based on viruses. However, tuberculosis is based on bacteria or has bacteria as a transmission. Now, the next classification that we understand is food or waterborne diseases. Now, this talks about the contaminated food where either houseflies sit on them, or they have cockroaches moving on them, or there can be pathogens that could move into the contaminated system. So it could be through the sewage lines, and then there can be contamination of water as well. So clean habits, better hygiene are some of the ways through which contamination of contamination of food can be prevented and diseases can be checked. The common diseases which are food and waterborne are hepatitis, cholera, then we have typhoid as the most common example, then jaundice again is caused by contamination of food. So those are some of the common examples for food and waterborne diseases. The next classification that we talk about is diseases which are caused by contact. Now those that are caused by contact can be through the infected skin of a person. These could be by touching or using the things that have been infected. For example, towels, bed sheets, or any infected person. Shaking hands with infected person is another example of this. Now the common diseases that we hear about are herpes, then we have rabies, ringworm, which is again, no, it's not a worm but it is a fungus that causes ringworm, and then finally conjunctivitis of eye. Wherever you have the word itis, it means inflammation. So there is inflammation of conjunctiva in the eye, and therefore it is called as conjunctivitis. So these are common diseases which are caused by contact. The next classification that we talk about is through body fluid. Now this could be in various forms. It could be through blood, it could be through mother, it could be through sexual contact. So you have AIDS as a common disease, syphilis as another disease, and hepatitis B. Syphilis is because of bacteria. So again, very important to note. The next common classification that we understand is through vectors. So diseases caused by vectors. Now we have lots and lots of diseases that are commonly heard about vectors. These could be caused by mosquitoes, cockroaches, rats, houseflies. Now from mosquitoes we have malaria, then we have sleeping sickness by testis fly, then we have typhoid which can be caused by houseflies, plague which is caused by rats, dengue which is again vector borne caused by mosquitoes, and malaria again caused by mosquitoes. So these are some of the common examples that we hear about through the vector borne diseases. Now this was a quick classification to understand the diseases based on the ways of transmission. We would be covering many such short lectures for you. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.